Hi, this is Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny, and you're watching the Mayor's Message. Hello, welcome to this week's edition of the Mayor's Message. I'm Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny, and I've got another fantastic guest, and just a very, very classy lady, hard worker. Hard worker, and doesn't do anything but just really takes care of her ship and a lot of people that are in tough times. And that's Miss Linda Baker. She is the Director of Adult Probation. And we want to ask you, Linda, to tell the folks here in Coffee County a little bit about your office, the role of your office, what led you to this kind of career, what are other things in your life like? What do you like to do, and weekends and travel and family too? Don't be afraid to throw that in. We all like to hear that. And just any challenges you have that are hard to overcome and are going to continue to take a lot of work. Some of those are quite obvious, but you'll know a lot more than the rest of us. So if you'll tell the viewers about yourself and those things, and anything else you'd like to say, please.
Well, again, my name is Linda Baker. I grew up here in Coffee County. I graduated from high school here, went to Montlow, and I'm a graduate at MTSU, and I have a degree in social work. I am happily married, will be, to my husband of 34 years, Anthony. We were high school sweethearts. I have two children, a son, Caleb, who is a nurse at St. Thomas in Murfreesboro, and a younger son, Cade, who works for Lee Company as an HVAC technician. And I have a wonderful daughter-in-law, Madison. She's a fourth grade teacher at Hillsborough Elementary. No grandchildren yet, but hopefully one day. Lots of dogs and cats right now are my grand fur babies.
All cool places and cool jobs, really.
Yeah,
especially the Acre Center. That's a great school over there.
Yeah. So I have worked for Coffee County Probation for 15 years. Prior to that, I worked at the Children's Advocacy Center for about a year. And then I did case management with team leader position at Centerstone Mental Health in Tullahoma for around 10 years. So our office is comprised of 7 employees. We have an administrative assistant. We have 5 other probation officers. And I consider myself a probation officer too, not just a director. We all carry a caseload. Our administrative assistant carries a smaller caseload of bond conditions and rotates court with us, and she does drug screens on our clients. Our probation staff each carry a caseload right now around 145 people. That's on the low end. My caseload usually runs around 125 is what my caseload runs.
So obviously you don't get to spend as much time on each case as you would like to.
No, nowhere near as much time as we would like to. So what our office does, we supervise clients that are placed on probation through the Coffee County General Sessions Court as well as Circuit Court. And these clients have committed a crime in Coffee County, and the court has found them guilty and deemed them necessary to go on probation. And usually those probation sentences run 11 months and 29 days or a 6-month period. We have a couple of cases that are more than 1129. They may have 3 1129s. And so basically that's a calendar year short 2 days. And what our job is for probation is we take the client where they are. Whatever is going on in their life, whatever they need help with, we take them where they are. And when they walk out our door, we hope that we have said something to motivate change within them, that they will make that change. We, some of our clients have court requirements through the courts that have been placed on them. For example, DUI cases has to complete a DUI school, and they have to complete an alcohol and drug assessment. So it's our job to get those things set up for them and help them complete and accomplish those things. Some folks come in and they may have a drug addiction issue, and so they don't have insurance. So we spend hours on the phone getting insurance grants lined up for them to be able to get a bed for treatment. We spend our money wisely through the tax, because we know this is taxpayer money. So we're not just sitting there writing a warrant for somebody that's failed a drug screen, because you can put someone in jail, but they have the same problem they had before they went to jail. So our goal is to help them to overcome those problems that they may have in their life.
So I guess almost every one of your folks have been incarcerated, and then this is a condition of their release. Is that no?
Sometimes people have been incarcerated. Sometimes that sentence is just calling for probation, but they were sentenced to jail, but it was overturned and put on a probationary status. So they could have went to jail for the entire 11 months and 29
if
days.
they violate their probation, they will go.
Yes, they will.
And the conditions of the probation can be quite rigid, as they should be.
Yes.
So that's very cool. So you talked about how long you've been here. What are your greatest challenges over there?
Right now, our greatest challenge, one of our greatest challenges that we have been seeing is we have very limited Spanish skills in our office, and we want to be able to serve all of our clients that come through, and that has been one of the challenges as of late. The second biggest challenge is just the volume of caseload. We want to be able to spend the appropriate amount of time that we can with each and every client, but when you have a caseload of 145, and then our probation staff rotate court 2 days a month, and you're calling treatment beds on the phone for hours, sometimes that can be a challenge. Overall, right now, those are the two biggest challenges, is just being able to spend the allotted time with our clients that we need to, as well as our limited Spanish skills.
Well, it would really surprise people if they knew how many issues are going on in Coffee County. And yeah, let's put our heads together about Spanish, because I guess you have to pay an interpreter to come in now?
So the courts have an interpreter when they plea. When they take their plea, the courts have an interpreter through the state, and that interpreter will help us get them signed up, name, address, phone number. And we ask them to bring a friend with them that can speak English with them. We also have the language line that we can use, but that's over speakerphone, so we really like to have someone come in with them and speak with us one-on-one. Once they come in for that first appointment, most of the time, we would say probably 75% of the time, once they come in for that first appointment, we are able to carry on a second visit with them. It's broken English, broken Spanish on our end, but we're able to carry on that conversation.
Well, very cool. I screwed up and became fluent in French and never use it. Don't get to go to France anymore. But thank you, ma'am, very much. Thank you for your service to Coffee County. I know, being a former law enforcement officer and going in and out of the courts, just how important this can be. And you can make a magnificent impact in somebody's life. So
thank you.
We sure thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you back here again, and you'll see Ms. Baker's information on the screen on how you can reach her, both email and telephone, and feel free to call her if you have any questions. And thanks again for watching this edition of the Mayor's Message.